Welcome, explorers of the past. Today, we embark on a captivating journey through the incredible history of animals on Earth. From the microscopic organisms that first breathed life into our ancient seas to the majestic mammals that roam our world today, we'll uncover the secrets of evolution that have shaped life on our planet. The dawn of life. Our adventure begins over 3.7 billion years ago with the earliest life forms. These tiny microbes laid the foundation for all life to come. The Great Oxidation Event. Fast forward to 2.4 billion years ago, when cyanobacteria forever changed our planet, transforming it with a burst of oxygen that paved the way for more complex life. The Cambrian explosion. Next, we'll witness the Cambrian explosion, a pivotal moment around 541 million years ago, when most major animal groups made their grand entrance in the fossil record. The rise of multicellular life. As we move forward, we'll see how life transitioned from single-celled simplicity to the complexity of multicellular organisms, setting the stage for diversity and innovation. The Age of Dinosaurs. The Mesozoic era, or the Age of Dinosaurs, will be our next stop. We'll marvel at these magnificent creatures that ruled the Earth for over 160 million years, the emergence of mammals. After the fall of the dinosaurs, mammals rose to prominence. We'll explore how these adaptable creatures evolved to fill the void and dominate the land. Conclusion. We'll wrap up our journey by reflecting on the incredible resilience and adaptability of life. Each creature, from the smallest to the largest, has played a role in the epic story of life on Earth. So, get ready to travel back in time and discover the wonders of our planet's past. Let's dive into the origins of animal life and explore the fascinating ways life has evolved. Join us on this extraordinary voyage through history, the dawn of life. Imagine a world over 3.7 billion years ago. A primordial Earth vastly different from the one we know today. This was a time before continents and oceans had fully formed, a time when the atmosphere was thick with volcanic gases and virtually devoid of oxygen. It was in this harsh environment that life began to stir. The earliest life forms were not the complex creatures we see today, but rather simple microscopic organisms, known as microbes. These microbes were Earth's pioneering inhabitants, leaving behind traces in ancient rocks. The evidence of their existence comes from carbon molecules, a signature of life, found in rocks dating back to this era. These microbes thrived in an atmosphere teeming with methane and other gases toxic to most life forms today. They formed sticky mats called stromatolites, which trapped and bound sediments into layers. Over time, minerals precipitated within these layers, creating durable structures that have withstood the test of time. The existence of these early life forms set the stage for one of the most significant events in Earth's history, the Great Oxidation Event. Around 2.4 billion years ago, cyanobacteria, a type of these early microbes, began to perform photosynthesis. They harnessed the energy of the sun to create food, and in the process they released oxygen as a byproduct. This event transformed the atmosphere, paving the way for the evolution of more complex life forms. As we delve deeper into Earth's history, we uncover the remarkable resilience and adaptability of life. From these humble beginnings, life has evolved into the diverse and complex ecosystems we see today. The story of life on Earth is a testament to the incredible journey of evolution, from the dawn of life to the present day, the Great Oxidation Event. About 2.4 billion years ago, a transformative event known as the Great Oxidation Event began to reshape our planet. Cyanobacteria, microscopic organisms living in Earth's shallow waters, became the first to perform photosynthesis. They harnessed the sun's energy to convert water and carbon dioxide into food, releasing oxygen as a byproduct. This process marked the beginning of a significant rise in atmospheric oxygen, changing Earth from a planet with an atmosphere almost devoid of oxygen to one where free oxygen was increasingly abundant. The oxygen levels may have reached up to 10% of the present atmospheric level by the end of this event. The sudden surge of free oxygen, highly reactive and toxic to the anaerobic organisms of the time, likely led to a mass extinction. Many of the Earth's inhabitants, particularly archaeal colonies that utilized green-spectrum light energy for a form of anoxygenic photosynthesis, could not survive in the new oxygen-rich environment. Despite the initial destructive impact, the increase in oxygen ultimately made Earth more hospitable for future life forms, including multicellular organisms and eventually the animals we are familiar with today. It also led to a diversification of minerals, with the Great Oxidation Event being directly responsible for more than 2,500 of the approximately 4,500 minerals found on Earth today. The Cambrian Explosion. The Cambrian explosion, occurring around 541 million years ago, marks one of the most profound evolutionary events in the history of life on Earth. This period, spanning roughly 13 to 25 million years, saw the rapid emergence and diversification of complex multicellular life forms, a burst of biodiversity. During this time, the Earth experienced an unprecedented increase in the variety and complexity of life. The fossil record from this era shows a dramatic rise in the number of animal phyla, including many that are familiar to us today, such as arthropods, echinoderms, and early chordates. The Cambrian seas teemed with life, from the first appearance of intricate hard-shelled creatures to the development of organisms with specialized feeding and locomotion mechanisms. Anomalocaris, the apex predator. Among the most remarkable inhabitants of the Cambrian oceans was Anomalocaris, a formidable predator with large compound eyes, grasping appendages, and a circular mouth lined with serrated plates. This creature, which could grow up to a meter in length, exemplified the complex trophic structures that were beginning to form, with clear distinctions between predators and prey. The first vertebrates. The Cambrian explosion also witnessed the rise of the first vertebrates, a milestone in the evolution of complex organisms. These early vertebrates laid the foundation for the vast array of fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals that would eventually populate the Earth environmental and genetic factors. The causes of the Cambrian explosion are still a subject of scientific debate. Some theories suggest that increased oxygen levels in the atmosphere and oceans enabled the larger body sizes and higher metabolic rates required for complex life. Others propose that key genetic developments, such as the evolution of the Hox gene complex, provided the blueprint for more diverse body plans. A lasting legacy. The Cambrian explosion set the stage for the future of animal life, establishing patterns of diversity and complexity that would continue to evolve over the ensuing eons. It was a time when the basic body plans of most modern animal phyla were established, and it laid the groundwork for the rich tapestry of life that we see on the planet today. The rise of multicellular life. The transition from single-celled to multicellular life marks one of the most significant evolutionary milestones in the history of life on Earth. This leap towards complexity began over 600 million years ago and set the stage for the development of the vast diversity of organisms we see today, from simplicity to complexity. Initially, life on Earth was composed of simple, single-celled organisms that dominated the planet for more than 2 billion years. These unicellular entities were incredibly successful, adapting to various environments and proliferating across the globe. However, the emergence of multicellular life introduced a new level of complexity and specialization. Specialized cells and functions. Multicellular organisms are characterized by cells that are specialized for particular functions. This specialization allows for a division of labor among different cell types, enabling more efficient growth, reproduction, and survival. For example, some cells may focus on nutrient absorption, while others specialize in reproduction or defense. The advantages of being multicellular. Being multicellular offers several advantages over a unicellular existence. Multicellular organisms can grow larger, which can be beneficial in avoiding predation and competing for resources. They can also develop tissues and organs, which can perform complex functions that single cells cannot achieve on their own. Evolutionary innovations. The rise of multicellular life was accompanied by numerous evolutionary innovations. These include the development of new ways for cells to adhere to and communicate with each other, the evolution of developmental pathways that guide the formation of complex structures, and the emergence of new genetic mechanisms that support increased cellular diversity and complexity. A pivotal moment in evolution. The evolution of multicellularity was not a singular event, but occurred multiple times across different lineages. This suggests that the transition to a multicellular lifestyle is a robust evolutionary solution to the challenges of survival and reproduction. The rise of multicellular life has profoundly impacted the ecological dynamics of Earth, paving the way for the evolution of plants, animals, fungi, and other complex life forms. The rise of multicellular life was a pivotal moment that transformed the biosphere. It allowed for the development of organisms with specialized systems and complex behaviors, ultimately leading to the rich and varied ecosystems we observe today. As we continue to study this remarkable transition, we gain deeper insights into the fundamental processes that drive life's diversity and complexity. The Age of Dinosaurs. The Mesozoic era, often called the Age of Dinosaurs, spanned from about 252 to 66 million years ago, and is divided into three major periods: the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. This era witnessed the rise and fall of the dinosaurs, a diverse group of reptiles that became the dominant terrestrial vertebrates. Triassic period, 252 to 201 million years ago. The Triassic period marked the dawn of the dinosaurs. The Earth's continents were merged into a supercontinent called Pangaea, which created uniform environmental conditions across the globe. The climate was generally hot and dry, with no polar ice caps, setting the stage for the evolution of dinosaurs. Early dinosaurs like the Nyasasaurus may have been among the very first to appear. Jurassic period, 201 to 145 million years ago. Following a mass extinction at the end of the Triassic, the Jurassic period saw a flourishing of dinosaur diversity. The split of Pangaea into Laurasia and Gondwana led to varied ecosystems where dinosaurs like Stegosaurus thrived. It was a time of lush vegetation and increased rainfall, which supported the growth of vast fern and conifer forests. Cretaceous period, 145 to 66 million years ago. The Cretaceous period is known for some of the most iconic dinosaurs, such as Triceratops and the predatory Tyrannosaurus rex. Flowering plants emerged, and the climate remained warm. Dinosaurs reached their peak in diversity and distribution, only to be wiped out by a mass extinction event 66 million years ago, likely caused by an asteroid impact. The end of an era. The sudden disappearance of dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous period allowed mammals, which had lived in the shadow of dinosaurs, to diversify and eventually dominate the planet. The end of the Age of Dinosaurs marked one of the most significant transitions in Earth's history, leading to the rise of mammals and eventually human beings. The emergence of mammals. The extinction of the dinosaurs around 66 million years ago marked the end of the Cretaceous period and paved the way for the Age of Mammals. This transformative era witnessed the rise of mammals from small, nocturnal creatures to the dominant vertebrates on Earth. From humble beginnings, the earliest mammals were small, shrew-like creatures that lived during the time of the dinosaurs. These early mammals were primarily insectivores, feeding on insects and other small invertebrates. They had developed characteristics such as fur and warm-bloodedness, which allowed them to thrive in various environmental conditions and led to their survival through the mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. Diversification and adaptation. After the dinosaurs' extinction, mammals began to diversify rapidly. The absence of the large reptilian predators allowed mammals to explore new ecological niches. Some took to the trees, leading to the evolution of primates, while others adapted to life in the water, eventually evolving into the whales and dolphins we know today. On land, mammals evolved into a variety of forms, from the massive elephants of the savannas to the burrowing moles beneath the ground. The rise of dominant vertebrates. Mammals' ability to regulate their body temperature and their advanced parental care, which included feeding their young with milk, gave them a significant evolutionary advantage. Over time, they became the dominant vertebrates, filling the void left by the dinosaurs. This period saw the emergence of the major mammalian groups, including marsupials, placental mammals, and monotremes. The path to Homo sapiens. One of the most significant branches of mammalian evolution was the rise of primates. This group would eventually lead to the evolution of hominids, and much later, our own species, Homo sapiens. The development of larger brains and the ability to walk upright were key milestones in the evolution of humans, setting us apart from other mammals and leading to the development of complex societies and cultures. The emergence of mammals is a story of resilience and adaptability. From their inconspicuous start as small, nocturnal creatures to becoming the diverse and complex group that includes the human species, mammals have undergone a remarkable evolutionary journey. Their rise to dominance is a testament to the ever-changing nature of life on Earth and the power of evolution to shape the destiny of life forms over millions of years.